McDonald's is an American fast food restaurant established by Richard and Maurice McDonald's in San Bernardino, California in 1940. They changed the name of their business to a hamburger stand before turning it into a franchise. McDonald's is the most successful restaurant chain in the world, serving over 69 million customers daily in more than 100 countries and 37,855 locations as of 2018. McDonald's is famous for their hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and fries, but they also provide chicken, breakfast, soft drinks, milkshake, wraps, and dessert. One of the most successful design elements of the McDonald's logo is that it resembles two golden brown French fries twisted into the shape of a M. It's a non-obvious, hidden message that promotes one of McDonald's most popular menu items. McDonald's wants to put the customer experience first in everything they do. It is because of their customer that they exist. They express their thanks by providing high-quality food and outstanding service in a clean, welcoming environment at an affordable price.
Next, we will move to the steps of the company have applied to improve its productivity. First is the DMP45 mincemeat system machine shown in this video is positioned vertically. The processed chicken breast carcasses in the video are finally ground in this procedure. This implies that the grinding machine's blades are sharp, indicating that they have been well maintained from various aspects. Second, the meat needs to undergo a second filtration process using a pelt separator machine. The process went smoothly because the pelt separator machine was well maintained and had a sharp blade. The distance of the box is not far from the separator belt so that the meat does not fall to the floor that can cause waste. Third, the meat will continue the process of the rotomeat system for the separation of the bones from the meat so that it becomes finer. The process went smoothly because the machine was in good conditions. This process also takes a short time for isolation by using a machine. Fourth, the process of the co-extrusion, brining, and crimping, which happen at the same time, it saves space and time because it used the same machine. Each of the sausage in the video is in cumulative condition without any flaws. The sausage will be dried in stage. The drying process takes place in a systematic and orderly manner, and it saves space. Lastly, the sausages are packed neatly and orderly according to a predetermined quantity using a vacuum packing process. The process went smoothly with the help of two workers to compile the package. With this vacuum packaging process, it can save time compared to a manual.
Move on to the production process of sausage, where this company used the MP45 machine and Townsend QX system for their production. The MP45 machine function is for max MSM meat and roto meat, which will be a process of low pressure harvesting of high quality poultry meat, which company will use the material of breast carcasses chicken. Next is the first filtration, where the meat will be separated into 8 mm coarsely deboned meat. Then there will be the second filtration, where the meat will be separated again into high quality 3 mm poultry meat using the belt separator. Finally, the other bone residue will be processed by roto meat, which the final recovery in the machine DMP45. In this process, it will be producing two outcomes, which are MSM meat and roto meat bone residue. Town QX system machine will be produce the outcome of sausage, which the process include co-extrusion is a technique that makes two separate component fluids to create a single result, where the meat will be soaked in calcium solution during this procedure, and the alginate test will produce a thin sausage skin. Next, braining, which is a process that will enhance the flavor and tenderize the meat. Then crimping, which is a process of closing both ends of sausage with small metal clamp to ensure that the size of sausage is correctly crimped. Further, pre-drying, which is the process of drying the harvested product in preparation for the next operation in the post-harvest system. Thereafter, smoking, where sausage will be dried and cold meat for smoked sausage production. Afterward, post-drying, which is an alternative drying method that combines the speed of air drying. Besides this, loading, which is a procedure of loading the ready sausage into the packaging machine. Moreover, vacuum packaging, which to maintain the sausage casing in the package and prevent bacteria from multiplying and oxidizing. Finally, the vacuum process, where manufacturing will cook the sausage in the pack before packing it into box and delivering it to each branch.
Holding costs are those associated with storing inventory that remains unsold. These costs are one component of total inventory costs along with ordering and sortage costs. So this is holding costs in sausage production in McDonald's factory. The first one is warehousing costs. Among these include in this cost are utilities and wages such as electricity costs as well as financial expense in the processing of sausage in the factory. The second is insurance. The factory has invested in insurance policies to cover one of their most valuable asset inventories, such as machine. This also helps if a flood or fire destroys a store or warehouse, all is not lost, so the cost of insurance will increase according to the number of assets. The third is storage space. This factory needs sufficient space to meet customer demand in large quantities. So this factory needs to upgrade the place of raw material processing handling place in the factory. So this will increase the holding cost in the renovation of the place. The last one is employee costs. Due to the high demand from the time to time, the increase in the number of employees also increase the existing costs. It is also due to the higher standard of living, so there is an increase in salary for each employee. If McDonald's introduce a variety of new products, this strategy may assist the company achieve a variety of objectives and meet customer requests. McDonald's could develop its first product as follows. Sausage for vegetarians are made from a combination of tasty organic ingredients. For a spicier aroma, add green lentils, walnuts, fresh breadcrumbs, dried mushroom, and tomato puree. To make the most wonderful vegetarian sausage, all of this is blended with spices. Rosemary, oregano, and vegan mustard sauce can be used as spices. Vegetarian sausage contain less cholesterol than meat sausage, although they still include some. Because they include a lot of salt, certain vegetarian sausage were not considered superfoods. Nonetheless, they are a fantastic decision to make when utilized in moderation. As a nutshell, many people would buy this product if it is produced since it is healthful. The next product that can be manufactured is black pepper sausage. This dish is commonly prepared using a selection of bell pepper colors. In terms of sausage, this meal has a combination of sweet and spicy Italian sausage. It is separated into two types, which are hot and non-spicy. If client prefers something less hot, use just sweet sausage and reduce the number of chili pepper flakes in the recipe. Furthermore, black pepper and hydrochloride are known to help in the absorption and metabolism of supplements like turmeric and red yeast rice, both of which may decrease cholesterol. Spice may be used in a variety of ways. Black pepper has become a mainstay in many households around the world. In addition, smoked cheddar sausage might be the next product to be produced. Minced meat, meat drippings, and sharp cheddar chunks were combined to make this sausage, which has only as deep a flavor as its name suggests. Then season with salt, pepper, and additional grated cheese, and combine the meat and fat in a stand mixer before putting it into hot casings. After being smoked for nearly 2 hours over applewood chips, the golden yellow sausage from the smoker transformed into an impressive orange hyperlink. Last but not least, roasted garlic and feta chicken sausage is a prepared product. If McDonald's want to improve the recipe for other chicken sausage, such as this one for roasted garlic and feta chicken sausage, it can keep it simple by letting the garlic and feta take care of the majority of the spices and herbs, rather than adding unnecessary seasonings like shallots, oregano, vinegar, and lemon juice. McDonald's utilized the slogan to be our customer favorite location and manner to dine to attract consumers.
Here's other recommendation that we suggest to McDonald's Burger Factory. First, we suggest to use solar energy. This is because it might cost for the first time, but it cut the cost for the monthly utilities. We all know this factory use a lot of electricity to operate all their machine daily. Instead of paying the utilities bills every month, this factory can just pay once for the application of the solar system. By that, they can cut their costs. Solar system also can be put to a variety of uses. Solar energy can be used to generate electricity in areas where there is no connection to the grid, to distill water in areas where poor water is scarce, and to power spacecraft. Solar energy can also be incorporated into the building component. Next, we would like to suggest to McDonald's Burger Factory to use plastic container as their packaging instead of using plastic. We suggest McDonald's to buy some amount of plastic container to wrap the first and second batch of their product. Let's say the price of the plastic container is RM1.50 per pieces. First, they need to ask their worker in every branches to collect the plastic container bag right after they use the product. Second, they can attract their customer to give back the plastic container by making a deal with their customer to buy back the plastic container for just RM1 per pieces if the customer give back the plastic container. Indirectly, this strategy will give their customer side income, and McDonald's also can minimize their cost from RM1.50 to RM1 per pieces for sausage and just reuse the plastic container for their burger. However, if there is any defect, McDonald's has to top up for a new plastic container. Conclusion, even though the company has been established for a long time, they still have something to improve day by day. However, each of us feel good to learn the process of making sausage and burger, as it helps to open our mind and learn something new. Other than that, we are also glad to mention that by knowing all the process in the factory, we can relate everything that we learn in operation management subject to this assignment.